What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since the last time I posted a video, but in today's video we dive into a Golgari Skeletal tribal deck that I saw posted online that looked kind of interesting and it looked to be somewhat on the budget side. But overall, what I'm going to be doing today, because I haven't really posted anything in a while, is I'm going to actually be diving into some events. We are going to try to see how many wins we can get with the deck that I am playing today, which is Skeleton Golgari Tribal. So we're going to be doing that in this video. Hopefully we get to the even money, just because I went ahead and did spend a lot of gold getting all the Halloween sleeves as of the recording of this video. So I am a little light on the gold side. So hopefully we can get to the even money and also break that. But the overall idea of this deck is pretty interesting on what we're trying to do. The big card in the deck is Skeletal Swarming, which is kind of like the key card of the deck. What it is a 5-mana enchantment. If you don't know what this card does, whenever each skeleton you control has trample, attacks each combat if able, and gets +X/+0. X is the number of skeletons we control. So the idea of the deck is most of the creatures in the deck are skeletons outside of the tokens themselves. And then the other benefit of this is at the beginning of our end step, create a 1/1 black skeleton creature token. If a creature has died this turn, we get to create 2 of those tokens instead. So it's beneficial to us to hopefully have some sort of trade in the process of combat to then generate 2 tokens at the end of our turn. If not, we do have other cards in the deck that we can always sacrifice to maybe draw some cards to get some more card advantage, and or also, maybe kill our opponent's creatures to, generate tokens that way. But overall, the deck is pretty straightforward. It is, like I said, on the budget side. I think the only rares in the deck outside of the Skeleton Torment are the land base, which we do have Faceless Haven, 4 copies of, as well as 4 copies of the Darkboard Pathway, which is the green side as well, which fits very well into our Golgari deck. Other than that, we play 1 mana Eye Twitch, so we do have some learn cards in the sideboard, just in case you want to possibly go dig some stuff up. I did include a sideboard in case you wanted to play this in more of a traditional style, because I'll be quite honest, in more recent times, as I've been kind of as I haven't been recording videos, I've been enjoying playing traditional Magic more than I have with the best of one. So that's why there's only 3 cards that you really are 4 cards you can really grab from the sideboard. But if you want to fill it out and add other lessons into the sideboard, go ahead. But these are some key cards I do think that kind of work in the sideboard. So we have Environmental Sciences, Necrotic Fumes, Containment Breach, and Mascot Exposition. I would just say maybe grab an extra copy of Environmental Sciences, extra copy of Necrotic Fumes, and either Mascot Exposition or Containment Breach, depending on how you think your matchups are. Outside of that, we also have Shambling Gas, which is a decent 1/1 zombie that we can either get a treasure token and or give target creature -1/-1. The treasure token is very good because it allows us to ramp up even quicker, possibly allowing us to cast Arc Skeletal Swarm in maybe a turn earlier. Then we have Village Rites here as a 1-of in the deck to sacrifice to then draw 2 cards, which is definitely a good tempo card that allows us to keep filling our hand up, allowing us to keep on playing more things, hopefully overwhelm our opponent that way. We also have Deadly Dispute, as well as kind of like Village Rites. The one benefit here is that we also do get a treasure token, and we can also sacrifice an artifact, which we can sacrifice a treasure token to then also recreate a treasure token and also draw 2 cards. Infernal Grasp has some spot removal. Mass Vandal as, kind of one of those key cards, maybe get rid of that pesky artifact or enchantment opponent controls, as long as we can exile a creature from our graveyard. Proper's Innkeeper, allowing us to gain life every single time a creature comes onto the battlefield, as well as creating a treasure token when he comes out onto the battlefield, is definitely very good there. Tangle Florahedron, a land side as well as a creature side, allowing us to ramp up a little bit quicker. Deadly Brew, which is an interesting card here. It's not instant speed as a kind of like a removal card, but it's pretty interesting here because each player has to sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. If we sacrifice the permanent this way, we may return another permanent card from our graveyard to our hand. So it'll allow us to get some of our things back from our graveyard back into our hand, allow us to possibly recast them and get the effect again, which definitely can be very good depending on the situation, as well as making our opponent sacrifice a creature. If they play a very wide board, it's not the most effective thing, but it's definitely a very good key card if your opponent doesn't play a lot of creatures in general. Mospit Skeleton's actually very interesting here. Yet again, it's a 2-mana 2/2. But we can kick it for 3 additional mana. It comes in the battlefield with 3 additional +1/+1 counters. And ever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put onto a creature we control. Mospit Skeleton is in our graveyard. We put it on top of our library, so it kind of has a recurrent effect that we get to put on top of our library, allowing us to redraw it in case we need to in the later game to keep on that aggression. We also have Death's Priest of Miracle. It's kind of like the Skeleton Lord. Skeleton vampires and zombies we control get +1/+1. At the beginning of our end step, if a creature died this turn, you may pay 1 if we do create a 1/1 black skeleton creature token, so it'll allow us to kind of generate some more skeletons. If we have this out plus Skeleton Swarm in, we can now tap 1 additional mana, create, you know, possibility of 3 creatures at the end of our turn. And then we also bind in the Old Gods as a little bit of, you know, spot removal, you know, a little bit of ramp, and then, you know, given our Skeleton's Death Touch is also very interesting as well. With that being said, I mean, the deck is pretty straightforward. What it's trying to do, we're just trying to ramp up, get to a Skeleton Swarm in, produce a lot of skeletons onto the battlefield, and hopefully overwhelm our opponent that way. With that being said, if you like the video, hit that like button. If you're new here, want to know I post new videos on the channel, hit that subscribe button. But let's dive in and let's see if we can get to even money on the standard event. We're on the play. We don't have a 1-drop, but we do have, you know, a decent hand, so we'll keep. Chasm tapped. Next turn is pretty interesting. I think we play Innkeeper just for the ramp. Our opponent plays a white mana source, doesn't do anything. But yeah, I think it's Innkeeper and say go. I'm gonna assume they're playing mono white. I mean, other than that, I'm not really sure. But I guess they didn't have a 1-drop, so yep, it's definitely mono white. Sun Goat Sentinel is fine. Don't have any cards in our graveyard. Another Mass Vandal's okay, not great. Yeah, we'll play Mass Vandal. Why not? Gain a life, and we'll say go. We can use that as like we can double block here, depending on what they do. Our opponent's probably thinking if they want to attack first and or play something first. That's fine. Yeah. We'll just block this way. We'll take 3. We can always bind in next turn, so that's perfectly fine for us. We'll bind in here. Like I said, get rid of their creature, and we'll say go. Doesn't make their attack very good here. If they want to swing in, just because we can double block and kill their Sun Goat Sentinel, so. And we have decent like hand just in case they, you know, they want to target one of our creatures. We can always sacrifice it in response. All right, what are we doing here? We'll draw 2, get some creatures. I mean, if they want to go again, that's perfectly fine. I mean, we can always play Mass Vandal next turn. Sure. I mean, I can get rid of my creature, I guess. No blocks. We'll get one of our tapped lands. We will play Shambling Ghast. And I think we'll say go again. Portable Hole. We'll Deadly Dispute. They're really about, you know, doing stuff. Sure. No blocks. We'll take 5. I don't think we're really underneath any pressure per se, based on what they have, but we can draw all of our let's see if they block. We can really draw all of our Innkeepers here. I mean, we can Moss Pit and pay. I think we do that. Create a decent sized creature and see what they do. I mean, they play 2 Portable Holes, so, and then we'll play another Prosperous Innkeeper. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Sure. Swinging for 5 again. That's fine. I don't need to really destroy any artifacts. I feel like they have something. Something's stuck. I don't know, though. Yep, we can play this. I mean, they have a play. Do they have, like, a kill spell? We'll kick it again. If they want to kill one of these, that's fine. And we'll say go. I'm not sure what they have, though. You know, like, what's the card? That's fine. We'll say go. They don't have good attacks here either. Sure. As far as they don't put it on the land. Alright, I mean, that seems weird. What was the point of activating your land? Wasting your mana? Oh, that's unfortunate. That's like all our mana. We're at 8. This forces attacks on everything though, which is not great. But it makes everything big. See, if I play this, they swing in, then we're dead. They don't have to block here. You activate here. See if they want to block. Don't. It's perfectly fine. And we'll end turn. Skeleton Swarm is kind of late and the Redain doesn't help, which is unfortunate. If we didn't have the Redain out... Yep. I'm very surprised they don't be aggressive about this. Also, the way they're activating. Sure. We just need to... We gotta draw something to remove the flyer. Essentially here. Innkeeper's not it. That's not it. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. All right, let's move on. That's not... We're not getting out of that situation. We're on the play. I actually don't hate this hand. I think this hand's pretty decent, so we'll keep. And we'll say go. What is our opponent playing? That is the question. Blue. Something blue. Well, in turn. Sure. We'll just get rid of that now, so they don't get their dragon. Swing again. And we'll say go. Tap lane's good for us. Sure. Doesn't have haste, so that's a plus. We'll swing in for 1. We will play a dark for sure. On to... I think we need the additional black. Well, I think this is a fine play. They're just gonna try to, you know, tempo us, so might as well just not allow them to. We'll grab the environmental sciences. All right, their foretelling could be a counter spell, could be no land. It's the land. Interesting. We'll swing in for 5. They may have a bounce here. If they do, it's fine. Do we want to do anything about it? I can tap, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. Sure. 16. We're not hitting them hard enough, quick enough. In this situation, we will... I think we will just, we'll do that. We'll say go. No land. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Alright, we're just gonna kill him with a land? I mean, I don't have to play anything. I mean, it's probably a counter spell or all runs. Sure. Interesting. So they're playing some sort of deck. I honestly don't know how to put a finger on what they're doing right now. Yeah, sure. Red. Question is, what do they have? Yes, it's just a prosperous innkeeper. It's just going to gain me some life. Sure. Tapped out. Yeah, double. I'll make you block. Sure. Were you gonna throw 2 at my face? Oh man, this is tough. Cause I feel like they may have it. We'll play a Moss Spit Skeleton. Why not? Auto pay. But I mean, the benefit is if they don't have the land, right? They can't all runs. We have a second Faceless Haven. Interesting. That's not what I thought it was going to be. What does this do? Create some blockers.
Reinforcements will drive them back.
Interesting. Do I double play spell? That's perfectly fine. I can play another spell. Auto pay. No tax. Because they can just block and then throw 1 damage somewhere.
Get in formation.
So this is like, wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So it's like, is it burn? Sure. No blocks.
My fire will rage again.
Okay, so they're digging a little bit. I think next turn's Death Priest. I mean, they should attack, at least with 2. Why do you... I guess 2 blockers? That makes sense. Do I want to attack? Let's see what they do here. Let's see if I can bait them into something. That's fine. Sure. Counterspell? Or do you have, or is that it's instant? So it could either be countered or... But, I mean, it's possible that I possibly trick them. Because it's at the beginning of our end step, so we can pay the 1 now. And we'll now slowly create a skeleton army. End turn. Auto pay. 2/2 zombie. I mean, I can block the one. They don't have enough mana yet to haul, right? They're one short. Demon Bolt. Oh, they didn't have the 3. They can't attack here. Unless they have a burn spell. Like... I mean, the benefit of us attacking with the Innkeeper is that we actually got rid of... Why? Interesting. I'll block one. I'm kind of curious what the play is here. Maybe they have another Demon Bolt? Kind of curious what the reason is there. Huh. I mean, this is still play, so I mean, make him have it. Okay. That doesn't draw a card. That just puts a card on the top of their library. Gonna attack now and do 4. On the play, hand's okay, but it's playable. Not sure what we're playing against. Interesting. All right, well that doesn't make very good good blocks for us. Man, okay. Play the green mana. Play the Ghast or play the Skeleton? Ghast dies, puts his 3 mana. Next turn's 4 mana. Skeleton can at least block a possibility of something. Yeah, we'll play the Skeleton. No attacks because we'll just get blocked because of the reach. No, it's at least green black for what we know. Okay, so they're playing Jund Dragons. Jund Dragons. Oh man, this mana base kind of sucks, I just realized. We don't really have a good good spot to put whatchamacallit. We're not gonna attack because Great Treasure. Great Treasure. There you go. 2 mana. Nope, no play. Black mana. Need an extra black mana myself. Goldspan. Yep. Turn 3 dragon seems good. I mean, they probably don't have any way to... That's fine. This will exile it. I don't mind the dragon. But unfortunately, we drew the tap lane, which kind of sucks. Like, our mana base kind of definitely is not in a favorable position in this matchup right now. Oof, feels bad. Feels bad, man. I mean, that will allow us at least to get... Okay. Of course, we draw it now. So much mana, though. That's the problem. This is going to get bigger. That's... This can be sacrificed. Gotta get rid of... Do you have Snakeskin Veil? Can't sacrifice anything to it. Yeah, that's the play. That is the play that they need that they needed. We're definitely not in a good spot here. I don't really think anything my deck has is favorable. Like, I don't play Meehook. Just outvalued. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Turn 3 Dragon's one of those cards you really don't come back from once you get hit with it. I'm thinking that I probably should have played Gas on turn 1. Or did I not? No, I didn't draw Gas until later. Alright, opponent goes first. Hand's not terrible. It's not great. It's a little slow, but we have Innkeepers, so do have a turn 2 play. We're on the draw. We'll see what happens. Innkeeper's good because it will help us ramp. We could possibly play, Bind Down on turn 3 if we really need it. Then we can play possible, like if we don't play Bind In on turn 3, we can always play Skeleton Swarm on turn 4. So, we got perks to what we have in our hand. Mono White. Mono White. Look. So what are we foretelling here? Okay, we're playing Mono White. Not really sure. Just Mono White life gain? I'm not sure what the... I'll take 2. Interesting. Well, this is not bad. Innkeeper. And we'll say go. I don't know. I mean, we have Deadly Dispute open, which is great in this position. Sun Gold Sentinel's fine. We don't have any cards in our graveyard. Sure. No cards in your graveyard. Sure. No blocks. Pass the damage. My turn. Can I play... Can't play Guest and... So I think we go for it and we just play Skeletal Swarm and say go. Not sure... I guess they have Coven. No tax. We'll just, we'll create a creature and gain 2 life. And the next turn we can play... Well, we didn't draw a land, so we're kind of actually short 1 mana. If we can draw a mana, we can play Death Priest. That'll just make our card better. You can't whatchamacallit with that. I think they were possibly thinking the whatever it's called. Okay. Can't be blocked by green. Would be my assumption here. I hit for 3. Yep. I'll take 5. I'll gain 2 back. No blocks. Nice. exactly what I needed. Yeah, I think the play is to actually bind in here. And swing for 3. Kill the doggo. Seems a little weird, but we'll do it. Oh, you know what? Let's just swing in for 1. And we'll gain 4 life. So we're at 17. And now we can play Death Priest next turn. Because they're going to hit for 9 next turn. Skyclave. Taking Bindin. That's the only thing. Or Innkeeper. Sure. Now they have an attack. Oh, they don't have Coven anymore. I'll take 5. No blocks. We'll get our tapped land since it comes in to play tapped anyway. Throw the deck out. Death Priest? Death Priest. Because we can still tap 1. Swing for 12. Sure. I mean, I may even block with the Death Priest here, but I'm not in a position that I'm worried that they're going to do anything. Swinging for... Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, unless they had something to give it double strike, but I think we had that. We're on the play. Hand isn't great, but it's playable. It's tough to say that I wanted to mulligan this. I think I play... Hopefully we draw a black mana source, but I need the green for the Prosperous Innkeeper. Mono white. We have a play. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. I gotta draw another land would be nice. Hollow Priest. I'm gonna take that out. That's definitely not gonna stick around for too long. Part of me wants to like not do anything and just kind of sit back, but a part of me like knows that if I don't do anything, they start playing creatures. It's not good for us. So I think I bind in here just because it's the play. Like it's the smart play to do. And just get rid of the Hollow Priest before they have any sort of protection open as well. I will say go. Field. Nice. I mean, the other benefit of binding is at least I get to get a land into play. Valkyrie. I need a land now, like before Valkyrie gets out of hand. So they're playing mono white clerics, it looks like. I don't have now, I only have 1 black source, so this is kind of the problem. So it's like, do I grasp while I don't have protection up again? I think so. And I'll say go. For the next turn, we are open to whatever. I mean, that's not the play because I mean I play with basics that are snow covered, so I feel like they're looking at my basics. I don't think the play is to Field of Ruin here. Legion Angel. Okay, keep the handful. That's fine. Get another Legion Angel. I'll take one. Forest. I can swing for 5. Puts them down to 18. I play that. Leaves open. That taps all the black mana that I have. I think Skeletal Swarm is the plan because they don't have too many good answers for it. I'll swing it for 1. They want to block. Because, I mean, they're going to play another Legion Angel. Field of Ruin's not the play. I don't know why they keep on clicking the Field of Ruin. I mean, it's a good card to have. You're probably better off playing your Legion Angel. Player class and Legion Angel. Swing for 4. Level. Waste your mana in Legion class. Sure. Another binding's good. Because now we can play you. Binding Cleric class because I feel like they just want to get their Righteous Angel back. We'll swing in for 2. Another Field of Ruin's interesting. Sure. I like my position here. Like I'm not in a, you know, they have okay, book. That's fine. I'm binding it. I'm gonna take that trade and do a 2-for-1. Yeah, that's not a great play. We'll get another land. Swing in for 5. Do I need a bind in? Like, what does this do? Tap 3, put a Enlightened counter on an angel we control. Sure. I mean, they have no angels. They can play a new angel, but that taps a lot of their mana. Yeah, I might as well just kind of get as wide as possible. I mean, these are 4/1s now, so I mean they're pretty threatening. I mean, that's lethal right there with just the 4/1s. Field of Ruin's not the play yet again. Sure. Take another black mana. Is that GG's? They can play 2 creatures, right? 1/1s. Yeah, that's I think good game. I don't because this triggers afterwards. Nice, yeah. Yes. Right? So let's see. 1/1, 1/1. These trigger after these leave. So swing 16. +2, so that's 18. Only trumps 2 of the damage. 18 through. Lose, you know, they lose 16 because they can trump, you know, 2 toughness. And then on top of it, or what I could do is I could also Shambling Gas sacrifice with Deadly Dispute here. Throw the 1/1 to one of these. They gain a life, go up to 17, but they can only block 1. So I think it's a win either way. I think that's probably a more complicated play that you don't need to make. I think it's just an all-in swing. Yeah, so pretty sweet. On the play, this is a tough hand to keep. Man, oh man. I think we keep and keep this green and don't play iTwitch turn 1. It sounds like a weird thing to do, but I think having this and then possibly, yes, and you're playing mono green. I can do too. Oh, that was nice. They tapped earlier the Hydra to pass priority. We're gonna keep the mana open. I could have played iTwitch, but I want to make sure, you know, like if I draw. Fuck. Oh man, this is tough. I don't really have mana. 2 mana hand. I was hoping to draw that 3rd mana. Oh man. Yeah, it sucks. Sucks indeed. I don't think that's the play. I mean, you could give it trample, but at least you let me learn, which then I can get environmental sciences. Are they going to fight too? I mean, I'll environmental sciences just in case I don't draw the land, so at least I draw something. Troll. Yeah, that's good. And of course I draw the land. Kind of stinks because I should be at turn 4, but we're gonna take 7. Possibly fight spell here. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Take 8. They draw a card. Temple play. I probably should have mulliganed. I mean, I don't know the matchup. You know, like, I don't know the matchup going in. Man, this sucks. They draw either way. I don't want them drawing 2 cards, so we bind in a wolf pack. This kind of sucks that we're now a turn behind because we missed a land drop. And this is kind of one of those situations where we probably need it. Ranger class, yep. Tap 2. Yeah, this one's probably more than over, I think. Yeah, I don't have like knee hook massacre or anything to kind of like stabilize the board state here. Five doesn't mean anything. They have, yeah, it's a good game. And we are back. I mean, overall the deck didn't perform terrible. I think it performed where it probably needed to. About 3 and 3 is pretty decent for a deck that doesn't play a lot of rares. Being on the budget side, it is a fun deck that when it does work and you start getting your skeletons out and overwhelming your opponent that way, it is pretty cool. Overall, I do think it's an enjoyable deck if you're looking for something a little bit different, a little bit using like a particular card like Skeletal Swarm. This is definitely a deck for you. If you have the cards, I would say go ahead and build the deck. If you don't have the cards, I mean, it's definitely a thing that I would say that maybe save your cards for Crimson Vow, as that is right in the horizon. But with that being said, guys, if you like the video, hit that like button. It definitely helps out a lot. If you're new here, want to post new videos on the channel, hit that subscribe button. But with that being said, I will see you in the next video.